I may have all these values, like for instance, I want to do mindfulness business applications. It has to be free, it has to be done in 30 days, it has to be done via social media. Well, some of them may be goals, but many of them may be the values. Now, if I have to promote it over and over and over, that means week after week after week, if my values of having a mindfulness business application uh, as the goal of our learning experience, to me that might mean a world, because I might think that what is there in general business administration, but it is more essential to be mindful in the business applications. Now, this is a very different sort of a thinking, because mindfulness is all about wisdom and all of that. Now, if I have to render this over and over, this value system that I have, then um, it costs me money, compensation. Well, in our case, it's not that, but it costs people's time. Are people interested in investing their time in learning this? Now, if that has to happen, then that is where I will have to pay attention to strategy. Week after week, what am I discussing? Is the strategy about the learning experience that we are creating, about the examples that we can give to make it more easy to understand? Is it the diagrammatic representation? Is it video? Is it sound bites? I'd have to be focusing on these strategies. In other words, my values depend on strategies. Quite often we get confused, right? Values can only be implemented if we have different strategies. Values are going to remain the same, like goals, they're going to remain the same. Some people say that goals take precedence over strategies because they remain the same. Now, um, it is true. There's just different interpretations of it. Likewise, my values are going to remain the same, but my strategies may be different. Right? I may be I'm using this class as an example because everyone can understand the things that we have done here. Am I producing unique materials? Am I producing it on YouTube? Am I producing it on WhatsApp? These kind of things that I'm doing makes my course more strategic in the way we are placing it. So that's an important part to understand. So, therefore, one of the important things that values depend on is the kind of strategies that the company uses. If the values cannot be promoted through the different strategies, then it's just something that stays in the organization or in the person's mind, because the whole implementation happens only because of strategies. So this has to be kept in mind. If I'm saying that going to give this, that's going to remain the same. That's a constant. This is an offering. This is a product offering that I'm going to give. That's going to remain as a constant. But what are the strategies for doing that? So these are things that we all should have to think about when we learn about values.